Yo, what the fuck is going on? Today is December 13th. We're going to be going over penny stocks, pre-market, and open hours. Today was Friday the 13th. So obviously we had a dog shit day in the market. No problem here. We're going to start with AMPG. AMPG ran, I think, the past couple of days here. If we look at... So yeah, on Wednesday, we had a nice push. It then ran in pre-market. It pushed back up to that similar pre-market high level. It kind of faded back down. We had a pop here in pre-market, kind of halfway up to where highs were yesterday at 320. To me, I left this one alone. To me, this is kind of just a backside play. It's Friday. Things have been slowing down. Choppy market. So I'd rather focus on the main news plays, and to me this was not one of them. We do have a nice kind of dip to the intra 200 and kind of like a U pattern here. So this was nice right here. 250 to 280 is not terrible, but it does double top again. It's crazy this week. When I go over it, there's going to be so many pre-market high rejections. Just so many. So this was a good target again. So if you're adding down here and it's like, well, I want to first target maybe could be pre-market high or second target, but always make sure to sell some near high days, at least in this current market we are in. And then it gets rejected off a cliff right here and then dies out for the rest of the day. Moving to EVGO. EVGO was a kind of a ski slope type play, no volume, just straight up death out of the open. I didn't like it, the pre-market at all, so nothing there. GOEV was a day two move. Again, this is our typical day two move here. There's just nothing, no volume, no pushes. Sometimes you get morning push right here out of the gates, but this did not do that. LAES is also a recycled name. It's run a couple times here, similar to AMPG. Is this the piece of shit stock that is it? I can't tell. Yeah, I think this is the one that, so me trading this, I think I'm like 0 for 3, 0 for 4 on this thing. So like I said in my last video, I got beef with LAES, but moving past that, we got day 3 move. Not a ton of volume. I mean, this was kind of okay, better than expected here, almost $1 million per candle. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of U pattern, but it is holding up. So who knows? We might get another pre-market run or something past 2. Definitely keep LAES on watch for Monday. Moving to LDTC. This thing popped right here in pre-market but volcanoed, and then just death for the rest of the day. LICN. What the hell is this? Stuff like this where it falls off a cliff. I don't know if this is an offering or what it is. I forget. Usually it doesn't do a whole lot as well. So sometimes you get some random pushes on these things, but I don't really love those types of plays anyways. Just because they're not really as predictable. But this thing also just kind of fell off. And again, usually within the first 10 minutes, if it hasn't pushed back, it tends to stay down. Usually on multi-day runners or recycled names, sometimes that timeline's different. But like for day 1 moves and stuff like that, if it just kind of drains off, then it tends to just kind of keep fading. Moving to Loop. All right, Loop. So LOOP and SPI were kind of the 2 day 1 movers that I was looking at the most. I was wanting a move. So this week we've seen stuff that's been in like kind of downtrends. They tend to have open market dips, 1, 2, 3 minutes. They dip down and then push up to, sometimes they'll get the pre-market high, sometimes they won't get there. In this case, we have a gap level fill from 160 to 190. 190 is also a key level, and then you have $2 as the daily 200. So a ton of resistance in this point right here. I think I added off of the downtrend right here. So we have this pop here. This wick I think was like kind of like not really a misprint, but I think it filled like 2 shares down here at 155 and then pop back up. So it didn't really have a chance to kind of add down here because this 160 would have been a good level to fill out, but I think it just insta popped down, came right back up to 167. So for me, the risk adding off of the open bell was kind of a little bit too high. Adding right here, adding down here would have been really good, but I don't think we can really get the chance. At least for me, I didn't. But we pop up here, we get to 188. We come back down here. There's kind of like this downtrend that it holds. I added right here, and I basically sold out all right here for a quick scalp. That was kind of the intentions of the day. For me, my thesis was first 30 minutes, make a bag, and then get the fuck out of the market, which I did, and it worked wonderfully. I think there was only one other ticker that was run, I think WKEY. We'll get to that in a little bit. But everything else was dog shit today. So, and you could see it coming from a mile away. Today was no surprise. We talked about it yesterday, how the market has been cooling off in general, at least in the pennyland stocks. And I think, honestly, we'll probably have this price action for another week or so. Usually, I think the transition has like started on Monday, and we're here. We got a shitty day. I think the shitty days are probably going to be next week as well. And then I think we'll probably see maybe like some big runs here or there, like Christmas week, and then going up into the January 6th or until next year. So that's just my opinion, though. I think we need some time to kind of cool off and be this. And plus, the longer we're in a cooler market, the better, when stuff starts to run again, the better it'll be. So, but yeah, loop was okay. Again, we have this 1 minute flag here. We have a pop to 190. It rejects, comes all the way back down. This, to me, after it comes down all the way back down, usually they tend to die out, but this thing actually goes straight back up and then comes all the way back down, consolidate, dies out. So this move right here was kind of weird. We haven't really seen a whole lot of this. Usually, at least the past couple of days, once it kind of makes its morning push, it comes down. It never really comes back up. Maybe halfway, but not like this. But anyways, this is kind of a telling sign. Consolidation, kind of failed rotation here, then die off. So that was it for loop right there. Moving to MLGO. I don't really know what this one is. This is a straight volcano. It's a straight pump and dump type stock. I got nothing on this one. I think I actually did try it here. I did actually. I traded some here. And I think I just caught and got stopped out when it broke it 290. I took some off of this 3 level for just a quick pop, maybe back to view up, but it died out. But yeah, straight up, straight down. Pretty dog shit price action. PALI day 2 didn't do anything. SENS, I believe this one is a dog shit stock in general. Could be wrong. Could be thinking of something else. This thing, just this sell off here. You do have an open market dip and push to 52. 47, 52 actually not too bad. But then it comes all the way back down. To me, this is the pre-market was just not consistent enough for me to feel confident in taking any trades with this thing. SPI, all right. SPI was the other one. To me, it was going to be between SPI or Loop to see which one could push back. They were both under the 200. So kind of the 200 was like that first target area. I did add some off of the open here, like right here off of 40. Did not want to break 42. And then luckily I think I got out kind of break even on this, but it just kind of collapsed. If it starts to stall, usually what happens is we get this dip, and as soon as it wants to go, it pushes out. And most times it'll break, like it'll get to 44, 46, and then if it wants to reject all the way back down, it will. But the ones that kind of just stay kind of heavy, like this should have broken out to 44, you know, pretty quickly. Like within the first probably 20-30 seconds of this candle being here, it should have gotten to 44 in my opinion. But we fade all the way back down. To me, it's getting spready already, and it's only 9:43. So it's a very telling sign that a stock is just heavy, lower volume. There's, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, this thing just fucking died the fuck out. See ya. TRUG. So this thing had no pre-market yesterday on Thursday. Had a nice couple moves here. We talked about that yesterday. Pre-market was kind of filled out early on. It wasn't as a lot of volume. We do have this spike here at 7, go straight up, straight down, but then we have this push here. So what does this remind me of? This reminds me of AMPG. I think it's AMPG. No. What ran yesterday? Fuck. One of the L's maybe. Was it LDTC? No, I think it was LAES. Yeah, so LAES, it's day 2 move. So day 1, it had a push, and then it kind of stayed under structure for a while. No pre-market, push from 8:30, goes straight up essentially into open. You do have one push here to pre-market highs essentially, and then fade. And I don't think it really, I mean, it breaks at midday, but it's not like anything crazy. So basically this was the move, and it died out. So to me, in a choppy market, I'm expecting the same thing, and it does essentially the same thing. We have a dip here. I'm actually kind of pissed I didn't take it here, because I was looking at SPI and Loop, just because the risk I felt like was a little bit less. Like this thing could have just whipped down to 74. You know, you don't know sometimes with these pennies, but this was a nice little dip add at 80, a nice push to 90. But again, we have pre-market high, push and then fail. So very similar to LAES, and then just dies out. Moving on to TRVG. The thing is day 2. Oh, you know, wait. What the fuck is this? I think it's TRVI. Might be. Day 2 move. This thing did push up. I don't like it anyway, so don't really give a shit. VCIG was another one of those ski sub plays. Like what did we have yesterday? Yesterday we had SITA. I already went over that, but if you look at SITA's chart, very similar. So on November 27th, huge push up to $7-8 right here, and then you have one push here, you have a push here, you have a push here. So this is 370 right there. And then we come down all the way. We're not even halfway to the like the higher low, or the lower high, I should say. So like, you know, this is the main push. This was the second main push, and this is us. And then we have a straight up ski slope into open. These tend to suck ass. So that is why I tend to stay away. However, we do have a nice kind of U pattern here from 190 to 220. That's actually not bad at all. In choppy markets, in cold markets like this, these are the type of plays you want to look for. They're, you know, they happen very frequently, and they're kind of easy targets, right? For me, first couple candles out of the open, I want to find a support level. I want to add into it. I want to set targets. Okay, there's 220 is a pivotal level, 205 is a pivotal level. We have VWAP. So keep looking for stuff like that, or pre-market high. Don't be a hero. I see a lot of people trying to hold for bigger price targets, which I get it, but I also don't at the same time. We're in a cold market. Take your fucking your bag and dip the fuck out. But it is what it is. But this is a nice little dip and rip there. Moving to Wheeler, WHLR. This thing ran yesterday, but still kind of under structure. I took this one as well. I took a lot of stuff out of the open, because the open first 2 minutes are where the money's at, in my opinion. It ran to 684 open on Thursday. We have this nice structure here. It's like a nice 5-minute flag on a double bottom here at 540. To me, the risk was very little to add into 540s, 530s, and get a push maybe back to 620, 650, even up to 687 bucks. But nice push here. Didn't get any, almost got to 6 and then faded back down. But to me, this is all I need in a choppy market, and then just dies out, unfortunately. All right, moving to our last ticker, we have WKEY. This was the biggest runner of the day. I believe there was news with, was it Elon Musk or something? I don't know. I don't want to read it right now. I don't really give a shit. I think there was news with Elon Musk or something like that. Anything with Elon Musk, Trump, stuff like that tends to be very, very bullish, regardless of what it is. It could say that Elon Musk just took a shit on their building, and I'm sure the stock would pump similar to this. Again, so straight up when that news dropped, halt. I think it halted here. Overall, to me, if it's halting this many times, it's just hard to manage risk, but looks like it stabilizes here. We do have a nice little setup right here. You could have added like into that. If I'm looking at just this area, it's just kind of dog shit. But what I do see though is a nice, cool, calm, collected bull flag. Sick. That this is what trading is about, baby. Anyway, it does run around 2 o'clock straight up into $9. There is a gap fill on the daily at 7 to like 9, so that was good there. This overall choppy shit, I'm sure it halted a billion times, but keep this on watch for Monday. Who knows? But overall, closing thought wise, this market starting I think Tuesday, even some Monday, it's always good to get ahead of the market. I know myself, when I start to trade like dog shit, or my win percentage drops significantly, it's an early sign of, be careful. So that's why today switch gears. I think I only traded the first 15 minutes and fucking bounced the fuck out. Yeah, just don't fucking bag yourself over a shitty day, especially on a Friday. But yeah, hopefully things pick up next week. I doubt they will. I think I will assume shitty market until I see otherwise. But hopefully we get some breadwinners next week. Peace out.